Depop sellers be like, early 2000s baby doll lace, Victorian, vintage, aesthetic, grunge, TikTok alternative, Y2K baby tee crop top, $100. And you know what I say to that? No, not true. Hi guys, my name is Hannah Valentine. I am here to talk about Depop sellers and anti-Depop TikToks because they're just, people are so mean online. Why are people so mean online? They're just, I'm a Depop seller. No, it's not bias, love. I'm just here to share facts, love. Anyone who's watching this and is like, oh, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say? I am a Depop seller. I want to use this as a platform to educate instead of like bash people who are bashing us, because I just want to like set the mood straight and just be like, hey, here's the facts about this. This is just an opinion, or like just kind of address anti-Depop like TikToks and kind of just see what's up. I have been selling for about 5 or 6 years, so I just kind of wanted to like react to them and just like be like, hey, this is wrong, this is right, this is true, this is false, this is actually, you know, stuff like that. And if you guys are not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. I do some DIYs, I talk about Depop. If you want more videos on me being a Depop seller or anything like this, let me know in the comments. If you guys agree with anything I say, let me know in the comments. If you've learned anything new, let me know. I really want to get this conversation started. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
So I've been selling on Depop for a while, and I've compiled a list of why I hate it and why I hate Depop girls. First off, we got the resellers. So I don't know if this is just me, but I can just tell when something's being resold. Like, this obviously looks like it's from Shein. And would you look at that? Shein. I've literally bought this before. $4. So tennis skirts have been trending a lot lately, but if you look up the Nike Victory skirts, like, is this a joke? They're all like this too. Okay, I just want to pause that and say Depop, like, resellers who resell fast fashion stuff from Shein, that's called drop shipping. I hate it. I loathe it. Don't do that. That's completely unethical, and it's just another source of fast fashion. Second off, some things are absolutely insanely priced. Like, Brandy Melville stuff goes for insane prices, and I don't know why, because when it was sold, it wasn't sold for that much. So I don't know how the value gets completely out of hand. Like, I've seen like North Face puffers go for an insane amount of money, like more than North Face produced them for. It's kind of like a domino effect when one person prices something for really high, and then someone who's doing their research about the item, you know, like a good person, like a good seller actually should, when they go to research the item that they're going to sell and they see it priced for a lot, then they price it for a lot. And it just goes on and on for every person who wants to sell this item. So basically, I think just a Nike tennis skirt should not be $250. A Brandy Melville shirt should not be $100. And that's just my opinion. Again, I'm not in that community. If there's something about these pieces that I don't know, let me know in the comments. But a modern brand like that, of something that was produced within the past 5 years, should not be worth like 5 times its price, you know? But we're gonna keep watching this video. Like, one time I traded with these girls, she wanted my pants, and I was like, okay, cool, my first trade. And she played the fuck out of me and resold them for twice the price. She didn't even buy them. $80. These are tank tops. Maybe this is just me, but this literally looks like shoes from like the kids section at a Goodwill.
Of course, I can't change what certain pieces are worth, but like $200 for a pair of Spider Vans, I don't agree with that. But then again, I don't know that much about Vans or their value. These could be super rare. But just like my personal opinion, I just don't think that they should be worth that much. And a good seller does their research. A good seller does their research and they know how to price it. So people who make these TikToks really like to like point out people that didn't do their research, and then when people on TikTok see that, they're like, oh, everyone on Depop overcharges. Everyone on Depop does that. But it was only like a handful of sellers that did this, and not all of them, of course. I think that's part of the reason why the stereotype is just so strong, because you just like compile a bunch of like, if you've never been on Depop and you see a TikTok that's like, oh, don't buy on Depop, all these sellers overcharge for their stuff, you're impressionable. You see a TikTok, you're impressionable. You know, some people, this is their first opinion of Depop. They're just gonna have this opinion in their head that someone fed to them, but they've never checked out the app, they never bought stuff from there. You know, there's tons of affordable stuff on there. It just sucks that a lot of people are impressionable, and their first impression of Depop is just from TikTok. So I'm here to tell you guys that Depop is great. Go buy on Depop. Not every seller overcharges their stuff. Unfortunately, there are some pieces that are way overpriced, but just wanted to address that. All right, next TikTok.
Wake up, America. Most Depop sellers are insane. In 2018, I thrifted these jeans for $4. They fit so tight on my crotch that I had to give them to my friend who was a model. She gave them away and I found them listed on Depop for $111. But the real scam is that she says they fit like a 26, 27. Actually, more like a 23. P.S. This brand usually goes for $65 on eBay and Poshmark.
So first of all, any good seller who's selling pants specifically would definitely put the measurements in their description. If you put the measurements in the description, it's just good for the buyer, it's good for you. So, you know, when it comes, it fits the buyer and all that good stuff. So I think the seller definitely should have put the measurements in the description. And this is a prime example, especially since she said she price compared the items from Etsy and Poshmark and other platforms, which is awesome. And it sounds like she did more research than the person who was selling them did. Of course, they're adorable jeans and they should be priced at what they're worth. But if she's saying they're not worth $111, then I have to agree. A good seller always does their research, and if you find one pair of jeans or one pair of shoes or one shirt that is just completely out of the ballpark, crazy, insane expensive compared to other items that is the same, like pretty much the same style, same thing, then the seller didn't do their research. And if their item is priced a little bit higher, then it might be because of quality, it might be because of condition, but double the price of what it was on other platforms, I think that they just didn't do their research.
Okay, this is another annoying shit on Depop because I was looking at swimsuits on Depop and just found something else that I wanted to point out. Also, same disclaimer from my last video, do not try to find the seller, do not send them hate if you do find them, and please keep the comments, respectfully say your opinion, but do not comment hate about any of these sellers, please, because that's not okay whether you agree or disagree with what they're doing.
That's good. So just stopping the video real quick. That's good that she said that because people get off the hinges, and I think we all know that on TikTok. People literally go off the hinges.
Okay, so I was looking at the swimsuit and it's this pink paisley bikini, $3.75 for shipping, $21, Y2K vintage. For a vintage swimsuit, that's actually a pretty decent price. And then I saw this picture of the swimsuit. You know, the Shein metal clasp, and those pads in the swimsuit do not look like the swimsuit pads in vintage swimsuits. So it's like, wait a damn minute. Here we go, it's $9 on Shein. Not really much else I have to say. And I want to say there's nothing wrong with reselling Shein, but you need to tell people that it's
true. She made an excellent point at the end there. She said that there's nothing wrong with reselling Shein, which, by the way, it's okay if it's secondhand, but it's awful if you're like drop shipping directly from Shein and you have like, that's your supplier. Anyways, she said she made a really good point at the end. It's okay to resell Shein, which it's okay if it's, you know, you bought it for yourself and it doesn't fit and you're reselling it. So reselling Shein or any, you know, fast fashion brand is totally fine, but you need to say that in your description, you know, because like, of course, like the person's gonna buy it and find the Shein label in it and then they're gonna feel like they're scammed because it was a misleading listing, you know? So this Depop seller is one of the bad apples of the group. If they knew it was Shein and they didn't say it was, they kind of like played the customer. I do not agree with that. I've never done that. I never plan on doing that. That's completely messed up.
What's Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, back at it again and let you know. I just came to remind y'all. Que se culo bota caca.
That's funny! That's funny! I didn't see this one. That's so funny though. Wait, I want to read the description. Okay, the freaking description says, Y2K aesthetic belle princess heels, 4-room decor, tagged Dell skill for exposure, super cute and Y2K princess vibes. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't support this seller because they tagged the brand as Doll Skill and it's not Doll Skill, but we don't even like Doll Skill in the first place. Let me know if you guys want a video on that. But basically, $5, no. I mean, at least they didn't price it at like $20 or $30. Like, it's only $5. I mean, again, maybe they did their research. Maybe these are like rare collectible like Disney shoes, but also like, what are the chances of that? I don't think they're like pretty high.
Don't you love it when Depop sellers scam the hell out of you? She said, oh yeah, there are 26 waist and a 38 hip. I look in the tag of the pants and there are 14 slim. For juniors, for kids.
Okay, so personal opinion on this. I think personally it is totally okay to buy and sell kids clothes because, you know, kids grow in and out of their clothes all the time. There's some nostalgic pieces that, you know, people would love to, you know, get their hands on and wear. You know, I'm a size small and I like wearing kids shirts as crop tops. Take that as you will. That might be controversial. But there are pieces that, you know, early 2000s pieces that are nostalgic to 90s and early 2000s babies like me. But if you are like a modern mother who's buying something for their kid, they usually look for more modern pieces, so there's not really like a conflict. And then again, thrift stores get donations every day, so you're not taking anything away from anyone, yada yada yada. So anyways, like I said before, if you are selling like literally pants specifically because they're so hard to shop for online, you need to put the exact measurements in the description. Clearly this seller did not for this video and it didn't fit this girl, unfortunately. But then again, there's nothing wrong with selling kids stuff and, you know, buying kids stuff as long as you put the, you know, exact measurements.
Just selling these on her Depop for $25 apiece.
This person is selling Shein stuff, and like I said before, that's not right. Unless it is secondhand and like you bought it for yourself, it doesn't fit, you don't wear it anymore, that's totally fine if you resell it. If you have like Shein is your supplier, or AliExpress is your supplier, or any kind of fast fashion company is your supplier, then you are just becoming a fast fashion source. So if you ever find anything on Depop that is from Shein and they're using like Shein's pictures or anything like that, I stand against that. That is totally wrong. I don't think that's not ethical at all. It's not sustainable. Depop actually banned drop shipping, but people have found ways around it, unfortunately. So if anyone finds anything on Depop that is clearly from Shein, but it's stated as vintage or Y2K, that's lying to the customer, and I don't promote that, or I don't think that's right at all.
Depop sellers be like, look at this ultra rare vintage 90s gothic Victorian baby doll ribbon choker. I love this piece. I hate to part with it. $30. This is a Victoria's Secret bag handle.
That's so funny. Okay, so a lot of Depop sellers, me included, use like a lot of keywords in the descriptions because we want to like get those search results. We want to get the search to like go to our page, show our items, all that good stuff. But like, there's obviously sellers that use words that don't describe the item. They're just doing it for spam, and it's awful. I hate that. You know, you can report them on Depop and Depop will take down the listings. But if you are like describing your item and the words are accurate, then there's nothing wrong with it. But if you obviously like spam stuff, or you say tagged for exposure, or like tags blah 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 blah, that is bad, and it just floods the search and it's awful. So I don't support people that spam, but I do support people that, you know, use accurate keywords to heighten the search. That's like smart.
Girl, just call it a tankini top. What is the most insane vintage Y2K nylon swimsuit material halter going print cami bustier corset style top super Y2K 90s? This is a tankini top. I got the same one from Justice when I was in 4th grade.
Okay, so like I just said, a lot of Depop sellers use like a lot of keywords in the descriptions just to like get that search, you know, have their pieces show up in the search, and it's smart. But you have to use words that actually match the item that you're selling. And with this one, I think she's really, I think most of her words match the item that she's selling, so there's no reason to like complain. But there are literally sellers that have like they have like a short description of the item and the size, and then they have a whole paragraph of random hashtags, and it's awful, and I don't support that. That's not good. But like, if you're accurately describing the item, there's like no problem with like using a lot of words, you know? So that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope I kind of like shed light on the subjects, especially since like I'm a Depop seller and I wanted to like shed some light on just like some stuff that that's, you know, being talked about on TikTok. And I hope that like maybe you kind of shifted your opinion a little. If there's anything you want me to talk more on, or if there's anything else that you want me to like make a video about, or if you want me to make a part 2 to this, I would love to. Let me know in the comments. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My personal is ghostsoda and my shop account is shopghostsoda. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Bye.